Hello and welcome to another video. So today we're going to explore business models again, except in this video we're going to look at the definitions. Okay, so what is a business model, why we use business models, and how we use business models. So let's move that up a little bit. There we go. Nice and in alignment. Just the way we want it to be. So first question, guys, what is a business model? And let's do this in blue so that we can really understand what it is. So first off, your business model is not a business plan. Let's move this up a little bit. Okay, so your business model is not a business plan. A business plan is something that you create, okay, so that you can, let me move it up over here, so that you can really kind of like strategize, right? So a business plan is like a strategy, okay? And what you're really doing over here is you're busy testing assumptions. So you have assumptions, okay, that you make. And in your business plan, you might not even test all your assumptions, right? You just have a set of assumptions, things that you assume could happen or could go wrong, or money that you could or maybe won't make, so on and so forth, right? These are all assumptions. These are things that you might not even test. So a business model is not a business plan. What else isn't it? Let's see if we can move some of this up. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, let's move this up. All right, so it's not a business plan. Let's see, it's not a marketing plan, because most people think that business models have got to do with your marketing, but it's not a marketing plan. Okay, a marketing plan is a strategy that you devise to possibly reach and gain a larger audience, right? Capture market. That's a separate thing. It's a marketing plan. This is not a marketing plan. This is a business model. And this is also not a monetization plan. Okay, so it is none of these things. It's not a monetization plan, it's not a marketing plan, and it's not a business plan. Then you might be asking yourself, well, Brandon, if it's none of those things, what is it? Well, we can look at this in two ways. It's kind of like a balance. Okay, so over here, let's just go balance between two things. Okay, and that is value creation and value capture. All right, so different things over here. It's a balance between creating value and capturing value, and these two things are different, right? And with a business model, we kind of try and balance the two of these things, balance the two of these principles. And how do we do that? Okay, well, first off, how do we create value? Or what is value creation? Let's see. Value creation, we will have maybe like, look, maybe you have affiliates. Okay, you can capture or you can create value for your affiliates. You can create values for your partners. Okay, maybe you have some users. Okay, and maybe you have some customers. Okay, so partners are people that you partner with. Same with affiliates, right? Affiliates are people who get a link to your stuff, and they maybe go and sit it on their stage, and they kind of do some marketing for you and make a percentage, like a commission base. Users and customers, we kind of discussed this in the previous video, right? Where you can have this hybrid solution. You might have, let's say you've got a SaaS product, and you've got like maybe a free trial, right? So in a free trial, you'll have some people who are using your stuff, and you've created content for them, or a software for them to use. And then you have customers who are paying, who have the full paid version. So maybe on the freemium side, you have like 1 or 2 or 3 features available, and on the customers, it's like full swing. If you're busy doing like a community-based thing or courses or whatever, you'll have like a free community. You might have one module of your course for free and some limited access to you. And then in the paid version, you'll have your actual customers where they get your full attention, full version of you, access to leaderboards, and community games where there's gamification. They get full access to all your courses and stuff, right? So there we go. We've got value creation. When we're capturing value, right, we can maybe even look at virality, right? So going viral. let's remove that. Let's go back here. Okay, so when you have users and users really are impressed with what you do, they'll tell their friends about it, right? And then you have the potential to go viral, right? You're capturing value that way in terms of eyeballs, in terms of more people. Then when you have when you have customers, right? So those are for users. When you have customers, you have people who are busy paying you stuff, right? When they're paying you, you're collecting cash, okay? You're collecting money, the sweet stuff, right? The things that pay the bill. And also, like, you're capturing value for your users and your customers by giving them a network, right? Okay, so in a nutshell, that's pretty much what a business model is, right? So to define it, it would be a structure which you incorporate into your business. That is not a business plan, it's not a marketing plan, it's not a monetization plan, but it is a plan that allows you to balance, okay, value creation with value, with capturing value, right? And for example, your customers you'll capture value how? By getting money. You'll capture value from your users by going viral. You'll capture, value for your partners, your affiliates, and all of these people by giving them a network where they can kind of like come like an ecosystem, right? And collaborate as well. Now, moving on to why. So why do we create business models? And really, we create them because, again, up here, we might maybe assume some stuff, right? With the business model as well. So assumptions which we would like to test, not just over here, like with the business plan where we have assumptions that might not happen, or revenue models that we are just projecting. We have a business model, a structure which we would like to follow, right? I gave you the three best ones, right? I gave you, I think I gave you hybrid. Okay, I gave you linear, okay, which is like funnels, and exponential, okay, which was like flywheels. Okay, so let's say we're assuming that it's one of these things, right? We chose like the hybrid model, and we want to test things, right? So we want to come here, and we've got a set of assumptions, and we want to test those. Okay, we're going to test our assumptions in the marketplace. That's why we have selected one. So now that we know what it is and we selected the one that we want, now we're going to kind of like form assumptions, and we're going to test those things. And what are we testing for? Well, we're testing maybe for exponential growth. Okay, that's what we are testing for. We're testing for exponential growth. And if you guys remember from previous videos, okay, exponential growth is not linear. If we grab another pen over here, linear growth is like that. We assume with linear growth that if we have like, we have 2 customers over here and we're making, $10. If we go up to like 4 customers, we'll make, $20. And we assume this linear growth. Exponential growth, though, on the other hand, is like, we're putting like, let's say, $2, or we're getting 2 customers, and the growth is like here, and then we're getting, let's say, 4 customers, and the growth is up here, right? So this is what we're looking for. It's like exponential, right? So exponential growth. We want to test and see if we can achieve this level of growth. And then the next one would be to, maybe we have some competitors, okay? In the early stages of Amazon, Jeff Bezos wanted to kind of grow his business, and him and his director friends and stuff went out, and he sat with a napkin and he created the Amazon flywheel, right? He had competition and he wanted to kill his competition, I guess. So over here, we're looking for competitive advantage. Okay, that's fine, actually. So competitive advantage, right? Really what this stage is about, right, is about experimentation. Really, that's what it is, right? So in our assumptions over here, really what we are doing is we're putting the scientific method, okay, to test over here, scientific method. And all the way down here, how does that look? Okay, so as you can remember over here, I said the scientific method. So let's kind of like draw this out, right? So the how is the actual scientific part of this equation. So let's kind of look at it this way, right? We will decide on a business model, right? So we will kind of like design one. Okay, we'll design it. So once it's been designed and we understand which model we're using, right? Whether or not that's going to be a hybrid or just plain in the beginning, like sales funnel, or maybe like the Amazon flywheel type thing, or maybe we already have like a linear model and we want to transition to an exponential model. We're going to kind of like design that out, and we're going to sit down like Jeff Bezos did, and we're going to write, not on a napkin, but maybe on a piece of paper, how this kind of like looks for us. So we're going to design this bad boy out. And once we have designed it, right, we're going to go into testing it. And what are we going to test? Well, we're going to test, let's say business model, let's just go BM. Okay, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, we've got 3 different business models that we would like to test. We want to test funnels, flywheel, and hybrid. Right, that's what we're going to do over here. So we've designed them out, we know how they're going to look, and we're going to test them. And then once we've done testing them, we're going to get a result. Okay, and like the scientific method, we're going to observe that result, right? We're going to observe and see, take some key takeaways, right? Maybe one worked, maybe one didn't work. The one that did work, why did it work, right? What about it worked, okay, specifically? And what about it did not work? And then we're going to iterate. Okay, so we're gonna design, we're gonna test, and then we're gonna get a result. Okay, and then we're gonna iterate. Okay, so going back to iteration of okay, and in this phase of we are busy observing, right? We're observing our result and we are seeing what worked and what didn't work, and then we are iterating, right? We are changing the things that didn't work for things that we assume, again, assumption, right, that might work. And then we are feeding that back in, right, to the design. So we are designing it, we are then testing, we are getting a result, we are observing that result, we are iterating based on the results we get, and then we are feeding that back into the design, right? And we are testing, again, getting a result, iterating, and this is a feedback, right? So with the scientific method, we do a similar thing, right? We have a hypothesis, okay, which we test, okay, we gain a result, we observe our results, we get feedback, and if the feedback like is the result that we want, then we're successful. If it's not, then we're going to change it up and we're going to form a new hypothesis with those with that feedback or those results that we got. And we're going to test it again, and then we're going to observe the result again, and then so on and so forth until we achieve what it is that we want to achieve over here. And then really like some tools that you could use. I mean, you guys can use, there's stuff like, Lean Canvas, there's business model Canvas. You can, kind of like maybe create your own version of, a tool that you would like to use. But really, this is pretty much what it is. So just to recap over here, what are business models? Business models are not business plans. Okay, business plans are kind of like, strategy. It's full of assumptions that we will probably never test. It's not a marketing plan. Marketing plan is a way to capture audience. So like it's strategies and stuff that we would use to capture audiences. And monetization plans over here, it's not a monetization plan, right? So at the top of here, we have our business model or whatever with money. We have a bunch of pillars over here holding up the roof. And really what a monetization plan is, a monetization is like one of these pillars. Okay, it's like one of the pillars of a business model, but it is not a business model. It is just a pillar of a business model. And then what it truly is it's a balance. Okay, what we are trying to do over here, we're trying to achieve balance. Everything in the universe needs to be in balance. Okay, so you have the law of balance over here, and we're trying to balance value creation with capturing value, right? So we can create value for different stakeholders within our business, like affiliates, partners, people we partner up with, users, customers. We have users and customers if we kind of have like a little bit of a hybrid. Okay, a hybrid model over here. And we are trying to capture value. Okay, we capture value from our users. They help us with going viral. We capture cash from our customers. We give them opportunities to network with one another and see how we can tie that back into our business. Then why do we do it? Again, we do it because we want to test our assumptions, right? So we create it, we choose 1, 2, or 3. We have some assumptions that we have made, and then we are busy testing it, right? And for what? What do we want to achieve? We want to achieve exponential growth, right? That is the goal over here, right? The goal, okay, is to achieve exponential growth. Honestly, the goal is to make money. If you don't like money, I don't know why you're in business. Simple. And also we want to gain a competitive advantage over our competitors. Very, very important, right? We want to obliterate them. You want to leave nothing on the table. If there's a table, okay, and on top of that table is cash, you want it all, okay? You don't leave anything, not one single cent, not one penny behind. And that's why you create a business model, right? To capture all of that. And then how we do it is we do it by designing or forming a hypothesis. Okay, we hypothesize. We hypothesize. Okay, that's an S, guys. Hypothesize about a business model. Okay, and by doing that, we then design one which we would like to use. We then test it, right? We've got business model 1, 2, and 3. We've got funnels, flywheels, and hybrid. Ooh. And hybrids, okay, business model, and then we are observing the results that we're getting for either one, and then we are iterating, right, guys? I'm just using this as an example, right? You might have funnels as what you have chosen, as the overarching business model over here, and then you are testing different funnels. You're not testing all 3 of these. Please, guys, you need to use your brain, okay? When it comes to this, anything that you do, you need to test multiple times for, like, let's say 30 days, okay, before you make any assumptions. Please, this is business, okay? We don't just make silly, stupid assumptions, okay? We're not idiots over here. Anything worth doing is worth doing for a while. You're watching this video hopefully to the end, okay, and you have chosen to do that, which means you've got some logic behind it, or you understand, or you've got an outcome that you want to achieve, and that is why you are here. Otherwise you would not be here. And 30 days, right? You want to test a funnel for 30 days and then test another funnel for like 30 days, right? Averages only present themselves over a long enough period of time, right? I mean, how do you know where the mean, okay? Because everything has regression to the mean. How do you know what that is if you don't test it? So you want to test it over a period of time. And obviously, like, you'll know if you have a shit model. And then you want to observe the results. So again, overarching, you're choosing, okay, and then you're testing, and then you're observing a result, you're iterating, and you're going business model now number 2, and then you're testing it again, result, and it doesn't work, or it works, but it doesn't get the results that you want. You want it to be better, and then you're iterating it, and you're making it even better, and better, and better, right? That's what we are busy doing here, and that's what we are trying to achieve. Ladies and gentlemen, with that, I am done with my explanation about what, why, and how we use business models, okay? Hopefully it makes a lot of sense. Let me know down below what you think. Please like, comment, share, subscribe to this channel, and we will catch each other in another video. Until then, bye-bye.